blast orange kickboard. Morning, Trainiacs. I am appropriately smashed up from the first new design of a strength set yesterday. So that means short swim, and then later we're gonna go get some blood biomarkers tested and make sure that everything is just tickety-boo. Was 1 hour, 2,400 meters. Lots of technique work. All right, so as I've mentioned to you, oh, this is just the cutest. As I've mentioned to you, there are signs that I may potentially be overtrained. So just something that is good when you start getting, just like how I recommend if you get any little bits of pain, that spending 50 or 100 bucks or however much it costs where you are to go see a physio is a good idea just to get a baseline of how you're performing. Same goes with just general fatigue. If it's constant and if it lasts for a matter of a few months, it's probably a lot more than just training. And I think in my case, last year, the combination of training a lot, traveling a lot, and a whole bunch of life changes that might not have felt like stress, but was stress, has now led to me just being a little bit cautious because I've been sick a lot this winter. Now granted, that's going around in our area, but again, spend 100 bucks, get a blood test, see where I'm at. Should make this the thumbnail. No, blood test. So, as recommended by our buddy Daryl Hurry.
Go, 10 seconds, come on. Go, buddy. Push, 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 push.
We should be concerned as athletes about our CBC, our ferritin, our vitamin B12, our TSH, vitamin D, TS, T4, T3, adrenals, stuff like that. Hang on.
Wow, this record. Please now, start it over for the second side.
Well, that was extremely helpful. That was a naturopath, because here in Canada, we can't just go to a doctor. We've got to wait 16 months. I kid you not, Kim was sick with something, and she got a referral to another doctor. 3 years later, she got a call saying, hey, are you coming in for your scheduled referral appointment? She's like, for what? 3 years later. So the naturopath recommends zinc. She did a test, and I am 0 in zinc. She said as an athlete, fairly common. Megaspore, which is a probiotic and antioxidant combination, and she believes that due to a number of things that I'm not absorbing all the nutrients, so all this good veganism that I'm trying to do, she said, you aren't absorbing any of that good stuff. This should help. Canarest, an anti-cancer medication. Then she went, before you freak out, don't worry. Essentially, it's an anti-cancer medication because it's a very strong anti-inflammatory. You're an athlete, you got an injury in your foot, you're inflamed. And then vitamin D. I live in Winnipeg. We have 0 vitamin D. Son hates Winnipeg for 6 months a year. And then she gave me a recommendation to go to my GP and get hormones, cholesterol, a full hormone panel, liver enzymes, CBC, B12, ferritin, vitamin D test, C-reactive protein, and rheumatoid factor. Sounds so fun, so many needles. So the moral of the story of this whole thing, as she put it, she's like, past a certain point of 45 minutes, an hour of intense exercise every single day, you're actually not really gaining a ton of health. You might be gaining fitness, but it comes at the risk of beating your body down, becoming deficient in things. So every single year, maybe twice a year, it's not the worst idea to get a blood panel with a lot of these things that I recommend. So I'm going to go do it. Hopefully it comes back okay. Hopefully these supplements help. And hopefully I am back in business and just doing punishing workouts day after day. Sounds great. All right, Trainiacs. Later.